What's up, everyone? Fight Zone MMA. Today we got some crazy MMA news. Let's get right into it. First off, we got Alex Pereira saying that he's done with light heavyweight and wants to spend the rest of his career at heavyweight. Specifically saying, I could make light heavyweight again, but I don't think there's anything new for me there. Honestly, I think I'll be at heavyweight for the rest of my career. And he's not wrong. Ask most fans to name one up-and-coming light heavyweight fighter, and they won't be able to. Light heavyweight has been one of the most barren and talent-deprived divisions in the UFC in recent years, with an over 40-year-old Jan Blachowicz and Glover Teixeira being legitimate title contenders. And the most exciting news for this division is a completely washed-up Robert Whittaker trying to join. The most promising contender right now is a single person, Carlos Ulberg, and beating him doesn't change anything about Alex Pereira's legacy in the UFC. Then again, you gotta take a look at heavyweight, where fat bums like Shamil Gaziev and Steven Asplund are getting hype just for having more than 30 seconds worth of cardio, even though they can't box and they can't wrestle. There are 2 or 3 good fights for Alex Pereira at heavyweight, depending on whether John Jones returns to fighting or not. And then, it will be time to call it a career, before Alex Pereira gets too old and too washed up, and Dana decides to feed him the salsa boy, Waldo Cortez Acosta. Next up, we got John Silva reportedly getting the next featherweight title shot. In a recent airport vlog, John Silva was talking to the camera and said, "We are going on a trip," at the invitation of Dana White and Hunter Campbell to watch Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy up close, and to sign the contract for the fight against Alexander Volkanovski the same week. This is crazy, but in terms of hype, it makes sense. Movsar Evloev and Lerone Murphy are 2 of the least hyped fighters of all time, with 0 social media presence and fighting styles that emphasize winning on points versus putting on a show for the fans. It's no wonder that Dana White and his ventriloquist dummy Hunter Campbell don't want either one of them anywhere near the title, especially with the fan favorite champion Volkanovski aging out and getting ready to retire. This is why Diego Lopes got 2 back-to-back title shots. UFC executives were praying that Volkanovski's chin would be completely shot, and that Diego Lopes could get a highlight knockout to start a new era of featherweight. Unfortunately, Volkanovski ruined their plans by making Diego look like a complete fool in their fights, and John Silva further ruined their plans by losing a layup fight against Diego, which is how Diego got the second title fight in the first place. Dana and company clearly want an exciting striker to lead the featherweight division, and don't want to settle for the charisma vacuums that are Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev. It's going to be crazy watching Bruce Buffer announce John Silva as the winner of Lerone Murphy versus Movsar Evloev. Next up, we got Movsar Evloev himself saying that he's not going to get skipped for the title shot again. Movsar says, "There's no excuse for who gets the next title fight. Who else is there? John Silva is talking after his fight. He can wait his turn." Movsar, the attitude is right, but this is the wrong type of trash talk for the situation that he's currently in. Movsar needs to be trash talking his opponent, Lerone Murphy, saying that he's going to brutally knock him out or go to war and put on an exciting performance. And then make sure that he actually does give an exciting performance come Saturday night. Another lay and pray decision is not going to be enough to swing the UFC or the fans in favor of giving him a title shot. Also, he needs to chill out with this type of talk. Yair Rodriguez is still a top 5 fighter, even after 2 years of not fighting for the belt, and he hasn't got his second chance at a title shot yet. What is UFC doing? UFC needs to make Yair Rodriguez versus Alexander Volkanovski 2, and subsequently cut Movsar and John Silva from the UFC. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Like, comment, subscribe, Fight Zone MMA. I'll see you in the next one.